Welcome to Camp Cookout Adventures. Join me for a hike across the moor in this beautiful weather while we look for a high altitude campsite tonight. We're going to cook up some flatbreads and have a discussion as to what makes both the outdoors and outdoor boys so amazing. Join us at the end of May. It has been a sensational May. We had more sunshine in this 1 month alone than the entirety of summer last year. It has been an absolute scorcher of a month. Really fantastic. We've even got a little bit of a tan going on here. Very rare for the UK. This week is a little bit special because a court case has just gone through where one of the private landowners on Dartmore, Alexander Darwell, tried to get wild camping banned across the moor, and the court's decision has overturned his request, which now protects the right to wild camp across this moor, which is a fantastic victory for anybody into the outdoors who wants to get out to these amazing spaces. We have a huge group just ahead of us hiking out there today. With this news being fresh off the press, I think a lot of people have come up to Dartmoor over this weekend to really enjoy this space. That's our big horde that's just gone off piste from our direction, all having their hike today. I don't know what their occasion is, but they seem to be filming it. And all the backpacks I've seen, none of them have got tents on or anything like that, so maybe it's just a bit of a ramble for that today, but literally just feels like we've just steered past a big zombie horde of hikers and stuff, and it's really awesome. Good on them. It's a fabulous day to come out and explore the moor. Check out this gorgeous valley that we're walking down south from Bellstone. We are once again joined by my good friend Dan the Man of Approachable Active YouTube channel, and I was just discussing with him over if there were a horde of hiking zombies, what would they actually be after? What would their motivation be? And I reckon it would be something like candle mint cakes, candle mint cakes. This beautiful Bellstone Valley holds a special place in my heart, as it was the first expedition I had and the first experience I had of wild camping on Dartmoor with Sharon and Kenton. It is a phenomenal entry point out onto the moor. It just opens up in this glorious valley. It's a gorgeous walk down from a very picturesque English countryside village with thatched houses, and it's all very beautiful. Up here, the tor just behind me there, that's Hound Tor. That's where we spent our very first night on Dartmoor, and that's where a naughty fox ate a hole in my tent, so be sure to check out that video. For this trip, we're going to just go past Hound Tor and head directly up Steepertton Tor. We've got a plan, a loose plan, to go and camp on Hound Tor tonight. But the beauty of this big valley is all within the permissive camping area, and also there's lots of places where we can find a nice little shelter and pop up our tent. So there's nothing set in stone. We're going to explore and wander, which is the beauty of an outdoor activity like this, and really harness our inner adventure. We're in the valley where Steepertton Tor and Hound Tor's bases meet, and right in the centre of them is a herd of belted Galloway cattle. This time of year we want to avoid the cows and give them a nice wide berth. Many of them have calves, and when they've got their wee babbas along with them, those mamas get awful grumpy. We are at the foot of Steepertton Tor. We've made it all the way through the valley to this gorgeous river, past all the cows and past the bog without getting wet feet, which is a real good victory. And I need a snack. Later on, when we set up camp, we'll have a little discussion about camping in general, and I'm dedicating this entire episode of Camp Cookout Adventures to my favourite YouTube channel, who's just retired, which is of course Outdoor Boys. So all of our snacks are Outdoor Boys based as well. Haven't got pilot bread in the UK, so I've opted for cracker bread with a particularly nice French cheese known as Port Salut. I'm a cheese fiend. Packed with calories, loaded in fat, and as delicious as it is nutritious. Nice warm day like today. Quality soft cheese like that is actually at its perfect temperature. Cheers everyone. Oh, that's lovely. Oh. No wet feet today. Oh, cheese and cracker break over. It's absolutely delicious snack that. Had a nice little rest to regain our breath, and now we're headed straight up Steepertton Tor. It is quite the incline from where we're sat right now, let me tell you. Well, best get cracking. Sure is pretty. Oh my God! We made it up to the top of Steeperton. We are not camping up here tonight. That's like a 45-mile-an-hour wind. Woo! It is gorgeous, but we're getting battered up here, man. There's a really savage incline up that hill, but it feels like it's totally worth it now we're at the summit. We're gonna hang out up here for a minute, have a little explore on the top of this peak, seeming as we made it up here, and then head back to where my hat's going, to Hound Tor. This is awesome. Well, we're slowly working our way around with our adventure videos on all the peaks of Dartmore. I wonder if I can collect them all. That's Steepertton Tor that we've just done now, so that's another one off the list. And now we're headed southeast towards Hound Tor. Hopefully find a nice secluded spot there away from this wind and set up camp for the night, because we do not want another repeat of last time we were up Sheep's Tor, do we, Dan?
No. Wow, what's your sense of adventure, mate?
Yeah, it was good for the short reels, but not good for actually existing in the environment. Here we go. So up one peak, down to the valley, to the ascension over the other side. Well, here we are, we've made it to the top of Hound Tor, having travelled down from Steeperton. The thing that I'm concerned about at the moment is that the entire valley is filled with cattle who all have calves, and this is the closest tor to them, and all of the long grass here has been compacted down. So what I believe they're doing is going down to the valley during the daytime to drink the water from the rivers at the low point, and they'll most likely come up here to settle down for the night. We already had an experience like that over yonder on Oak Tor, where we ended up setting up camp and then the whole herd of cattle came and joined us, which wasn't a problem that night, but it can be a problem, and it's something, if you can avoid, you want to avoid. What I'm going to propose to Dan we do is continue along the path even further into the moor, all the way up to Wild Tor, which has got far more rocky outcrops, so there's much higher chance that we'll find nice shelter, and by the looks of it, there's no cattle or grazing animals from here to there. Fingers crossed we'll find a better chance of making camp up there, so I think that's what we're going to do. Travelled miles today already, so the appetite's way up, as is the calorie expenditure. Very good for you, just as well I've gone back to training. Let's make our way to Wild Tor. Oh, we've gone miles and miles today. I wasn't quite intending on doing a 3-peak challenge, but I'm kind of glad we did. Feel like we've really achieved something today. Yeah, we'll definitely find somewhere here, I reckon. Excellent. I found this nice bowl. It's relatively level. Gonna be able to get the pegs in here, and it's kind of surrounded by these rocks from all sides. Get nice and low down in here. I think we'll get some decent shelter for the night. I'm sure we'll be able to get 2 tents in here. Oh, that rain's coming in now as well. I might leave this. Look, you can see it coming in over the hillsides. Oh, we've been blessed with all kinds of weather conditions today. Looks like it's sunny beyond it, so I think I'm going to find somewhere to just tucker out the rain, let it go over for a minute before I dig the tent out and set that up. Man, this is an adventure this time. This is awesome. It sure is a blustery one. We wrestled up the Banshee, so I'm set up. We're going to get Dan set up now. Got just enough room in this little rocky outcrop to get us both in there, just as well. Yeah, the Banshee is way more robust in the wind than some of my other tents, that's for sure. I mean, it is blowing a hoolie right now and that thing's solid as hell. Fingers crossed it'll last the night. Hopefully the wind will die down. Anyway, let's get Dan set up. Now we've got camp set up just before dinner time, I just want to take a moment to actually delve into the reasons why I do these things and why I have the channel Camp Cookout Adventures. So here we go. Here on Camp Cookout Adventures channel, all of our adventures are unscripted. For this special occasion, I've taken the time to delve deep into this channel, sharing my personal reasons for doing this and expressing my gratitude for the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. Many of us yearn to wander, explore and find adventure and connection in wild places. The incredible variety available to us in this amazing world is far greater than what any of us could experience in 100 lifetimes, let alone the limited time we have. By leaving the comfort of our homes and embracing the curiosity within us, we can discover beauty in places we've never seen before. We challenge ourselves by navigating through constantly changing environments, from forests and plains to hills and valleys, experiencing the beauty of sunshine and storms and snow and star-studded skies. In doing so, we give ourselves an opportunity to silence the noise and distractions of modern life and truly appreciate our ability to withstand nature's onslaught. The exposure, temperature, hunger, thirst, discomfort, and hone our skills in both surviving and thriving in these wilds. These archaic ways transcend our time, and there's tremendous value to be found in isolating ourselves with the fundamentals of life: food, water, shelter, and clothing. In our modern world, these pillars of life are often overlooked, which you could argue is one of humanity's greatest triumphs. For a fortunate percentage of the population, these comforts are readily available and attainable within reason. When I step out of my cozy home and venture into these incredible spaces, far from the comfort of my bed, living room with its wood burner, electric oven and fridge, the running water and all the electronic entertainment and noise, I'm left to follow my instincts and curiosities, relying on my strength, skills and basic equipment I can carry. I've burdened myself with survival and unburdened everything else from my mind. It's a focus and appreciation of being fully present here and now that happens the moment I put on my backpack and take those first steps towards the first peak that calls to me. I prepare myself for the journey, packing enough sustenance and hydration to last without overburdening myself. When I'm searching for a spot for shelter, I constantly learn what to look for. I need a comfortable night's rest where the wild things are, and I realize that their ability to achieve the same goals as me far outweighs my own. It's humbling and teaches me what life is and how to make the most of it. So far, it seems that no matter how many times I do this, I can't learn everything there is to learn on this. It's a recurring lesson in a different classroom every time.
Sitting and fully concentrating on cooking a hearty and delicious meal, it revitalizes and offers a huge reward if you pay enough attention to truly get it right. Everything out here demands your attention because it's so quick to punish those who don't. I'm in love with this experience, and it has helped me appreciate everything I have, the people I share my time with, and the potential each moment offers if I embrace it. It's a challenging lesson to remember and practice consistently. Much of life today, with its comparisons, expectations, pressures, distractions, and tragedy, erodes that basic knowledge. I know when I'm forgetting it, when my stress levels rise and my sleep becomes troubled and worries begin to form like dark clouds overhead. I understand then that the wild is beckoning us to come and endure, to recall what we can easily slip away from our hectic lives. With this summary of my personal experiences at the Camp Cookout Adventures channel, I want to express my profound gratitude to Luke and his family from Outdoor Boys for being the driving force behind this path I've chosen. Growing up in the rural countryside, I've always cherished the joys of outdoor activities. However, as I entered adulthood and the demanding world of modern work, these cherished pastimes either lost their spark or became mere memories. When I discovered the Outdoor Boys, it reignited this deep-seated desire to embark on true adventures. There are many similarities between our lives. Both Luke and I are men with families blessed with young children. Luke has become an exemplary role model, demonstrating how to balance family life with adventuring and being a father. His engaging videos provide us with a sense of connection, allowing us to join him wherever and whenever we are. We can vicariously experience his adventures while simultaneously popping toast on to slather with honey butter in the comfort of our own homes. Luke strikes the perfect balance between being supportive and encouraging, silly and playful, educational and practical in the various aspects of what makes great men great. Without Outdoor Boys, I may never have discovered the path of adventure or invested time in this incredible activity that has positively impacted me in every way. They have given me an ideal to aspire to and a wholesome path to follow that benefits my daughters, my family, and my life journey. While deeply saddened by the prospect of losing Luke's future adventures, I respect his decision to step down on his own terms and prioritize what's right for him and his family. He has never compromised his integrity or tarnished the remarkable legacy he leaves us through his shared journey. We were fortunate enough to witness an extraordinary life, and I wish him nothing but the best in his future endeavors. My family and I have created unforgettable memories by following the spirit of Outdoor Boys. These memories will forever be with me for all my days, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you Outdoor Boys for all you've given us. The world is a better and more wholesome place because of your inspiring story. From Camp Cookout Adventures, thank you. Well, now that we got all that mushy stuff out of the way with, it's time for dinner, and it can't come soon enough. Continuing the theme of the tribute to Outdoor Boys, I've busted out my very favourite stove tonight, which is the same as Luke's. It's the MSR Dragonfly. I've got mine running off of petrol, and it is just an absolutely bomb-proof stove. The reason why I don't use it so much on the channel is because it's super noisy, but it's bomb-proof and totally reliable. If I were to bring any of the stoves that I've got in my collection out, and I need to know that it's gonna work, it's the Dragonfly. The menu tonight is Luke's classic flatbread dough. I'm gonna fry that up first so that I've got my nice flatbread, and then cook up some beef mince, which is gonna be seasoned, so I can top it off with some freshly made chimichurri, which is fresh parsley, garlic, chili, oregano, a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of vinegar, all mixed up together. So my breath is gonna be stinking later. Whoosh! Another great thing about the MSR is you've got 2 valve controls for real simmer function, so you can control the heat really, really well.
frying pan's going on. The super sticky flatbread dough is going in there. There we go, look. One beautiful flatbread ready to go. Gonna pop that over to the side and I'm gonna get some ground beef on, which I'm gonna season well with some onion salt. And once that's cooked, we're just gonna devour that with chimichurri, the flatbread. It's gonna be fantastic. Ah, lovely crispy beef. Excellent. Perfect. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to grab me chimichurri. I'm going to dump it right all over the thing. Mix it all up in there. Oh, that is some powerful garlic. That's for sure. I think it's bad now. Wait till later. Right, get all of that lovely stuff in there. Mix it up. Right. Well, let's get feasting, everybody. There's my flatbread. Just gonna smash some ground beef and chimichurri right in there. Get on in there. You. Oh, it smells divine. Cheers, everybody, to your good health. Mmm. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's so good. I made this flatbread with Greek yogurt, 1 cup, and 2 cups of flour. Just mix that into a dough mixture. Popped it in a Ziploc bag and brought it up here. It's a really good camping recipe. It's super easy, very high protein, so really good for you. This is a mega protein meal I've got here tonight, let me tell you. Divine. There's rich herbs, chili, garlic up to your eyeballs. Just the last little slither of the sunshine disappearing over that ridge. It's amazing how quickly it goes down once that ball gets over that horizon, you know? There she is. Well, that's another day set on us, and what a fantastic one it was. 3 peaks, over 8 miles hiked with a 30-kilo pack all over this fantastic moor. I've had about 1,000-calorie dinner with 400 grams of beef. That really did go down an absolute storm. It's delicious. So I've got no food left in my pack for any dastardly foxes to come nibbling at me tent, which has happened before, by the way.
You look a bit silly with your head torch, don't we?
I'm sillier than normal. Oh, what a tremendous day we've had. That was unexpected doing them 3 peaks, but I'm really glad that it turned out that way. I've really enjoyed that hike. Certainly makes you feel like you've earned a bit of dinner at the end of the day, that's for sure. Checked my watch because it records absolutely everything, and I burned personally 1,342 calories. Ooh. I think I've replaced most of them. I had a cheeky Snickers back in the tent.
Cheeky Snickers.
Cheeky Snickers, yeah, I know. I've done very well with the sweet stuff, but I thought, oh, why not? If you can justify it on the moor, why not?
Of course you can.
And let's add a few more calories to the old number. I've got some Kraken coffee rum tonight as part of my tickle, and Dan's sipping on some...
Well, Scotch always.
Always the Scotch. Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, my friend.
Another good adventure, and cheers,
yourselves.
everybody. Cheers. We're tucked in out the wind here. Everywhere else is absolutely brutal, but there's a nice little Fred Flintstone couch situation going on here, and all the winds whiz in over our heads. I think got a little herd of sheep in front of us just getting blasted. It's quite entertaining watching them. Well, here we are in the middle of the night, in my sleeping bag, in a bivvy bag, on my lovely sleeping mat, nice and comfy. The only thing is, as you can probably hear, my tent is blowing around as flappy as a flappy thing, and it is slapping right above my head. So I don't know, I'm gonna find some tissue or something, jam in my ears, hopefully try and muffle out all that noise. It's gonna be right annoying trying to sleep with that going on. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning, hopefully looking all well rested, although I'm not so sure. Good night, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Well, last night could have gone better. The weather wasn't too bad. I just got this weird flapping at the apex of my tent, which was really annoying all night. A combination of that and way too much coffee rum before bedtime. I did not sleep well at all. I'm feeling pretty trash today, and we've got over 8-mile hike to get home. And yes, it is windy and rainy today, so pack down's gonna be a bit of a bummer, if I'm fair. I've got a nice big DD tarp poncho, which I'm gonna whack on in a minute. It'll keep me and my backpack dry. And yeah, it's just gonna be a matter of smashing this tent down as quickly as possible and getting our butts back off the moor. Let's do it. It ain't gonna do itself.
There we go once again, everything's all packed up and clean and tidy, like we've never been there. Here at Camp Cookout Adventures, we do practice responsibility when we go camping, of course. So the leave no trace policy is absolutely paramount. I'm not left a shred of a wrapper anywhere. I take a little bag of trash every time I go out, and everything goes in that, all the waste and everything. All the tent pegs are gone. You literally can't tell that we've been here. So we leave Wild Tor behind us. It was alright, it was my own fault for not getting a decent night's sleep with too much rum and caffeine inside of me. But we're headed back toward Hound Tor. Here's Bellstone Valley. We're going to go over Hound Tor itself and to the next massive hill beyond, which is Cosden Hill. Pass over the beacon at the top and then back down into the Bellstone Valley the other side, and hopefully that way we'll stay away from that real boggy marshy area at the base of Steeperton. That's Hound Tor, you can see just behind my shoulder there. Once again the wind's blowing at our backs, and over by Wild Tor where we were camping is this deathly black looking cloud, absolutely saturated full of rain, so we've got that chasing our heels. The closer you get to this big Cosden Hill, the further away it seems to get. We've done 1 mile this morning already. Mentioned in passing yesterday that I've gone back to training, so I'm swimming 4 times a week now, usually a weight session once a week at least. Taken up running as well, and my recovery and my sleep has been absolutely fantastic. I'm getting back some form of fitness after we had our second daughter, which took 2 years of couch potato mode for me, which is of course a default position if you don't fight it. And I gotta say, one night of drinking coffee rum really trashed my recovery and my sleep. It is amazing how much something like alcohol can just completely knacker your ability to get rest and recuperate after a stint of activity. I'm hoping to sleep like a baby tonight, and I'm going to stay well away from the caffeinated spirits. Come across a stone circle on the side of Cosden Hill. Ancient place of some significance. God knows why these days. wonder why they would have done that, you know? Was there a building within the centre? If anyone has any information on stone circles over Dartmoor and across England, please let us know in the comments. We've done it. We've made it up this massive hill, Cosden Hill, to the beacon. This sensational view up here. Look at that behind us, look. Got the three peaks of where we started to where we are now. The elevation is certainly higher than Steeperton yesterday, that's for sure. We're looking down on the apex of that now. Oh, come and have a look at the beacon. Some fresh air. Oh, it looks to be a cairn right next to it as well, look. It's stacked up. Oh, here we go. Cosden Beacon, everyone. We made it. Woohoo! Oh, half tempted to set up camp here and have another kip if I'm fair. We got to get back. We're going to keep carrying on the direction we've been travelling, back to the Bellstone Basin, to where our car's parked. Oh, it's stunning. During our last adventure video, when I was with Sharon and Kenton in the South Basin, we camped on Hound Tor, and that very same day, that Sunday, there was reports when we got home that a large section of the moor was actually on fire. This area clearly has suffered from a wildfire relatively recently. You can see all the gorse has been burned off. It'd be a pretty terrifying ordeal if you were set up in your camp and you had a wildfire come across you, because you saw the level of the winds that we go through. A fire with the tinder dry, with all the sunshine we've had recently, tinder dry gorse and dead grass. With that wind going across it, you'd never be able to outrun it. Nature is a mighty powerful thing. You do not want to mess with it. Good to see all the new green shoots sticking up through anyway. Here we are, everyone. We're just above Bellstone, about half a mile from the car, and this is a very pretty area for me to say goodbye and thanks very much for joining us on this adventure video. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button so that you don't miss future adventure videos, and one final thank you and farewell to Luke and the Outdoor Boys channel. Take care and see you guys on the next adventure. Cheers.